Hello, first graders. It's so good to be back with you today. I am going to share a little bit more about what's happening in our caterpillar cup. Now, it has been 4 days since I actually recorded the last lesson, the one that you looked at yesterday. So, actually, 4 days have gone by, and I'm recording now today, which is Tuesday, because I want to show you what's happening in our caterpillar cup. If you look really carefully, you're going to notice some things about the caterpillars. Remember that last time I talked about that there's little holes on the top of the cup and that there's food down at the bottom. If these were out in nature, they wouldn't be in a cup. The mother butterfly would lay the eggs on some milkweed leaves, and then when the caterpillars come out of their eggs, they eat the leaves, and that is how they grow. But because they are in a cup at my house, the food is at the bottom. And the holes on the top, if you think about those, why would there be holes on the top of the cup? Because all living things need air, and that is the way they get air. So think about what's happening inside the cup. How do they look different? What changes do you see? There are 5 caterpillars total, and if you look, it's kind of hard to tell with the light. There are actually 3 caterpillars on top, and this one is starting to move to the top. And this one, he just kind of looks like he's peeking at us. He's not really sure what to do. He's way down at the bottom there. But I can tell he's still moving around. So that's really, really good. I want you to think about what might be happening right now. Why do you think all of these caterpillars are moving to the top, and how do they look different? One thing I notice is they're kind of wiggly, aren't they? And do you see how big they are? That means they've been eating a lot of food. This one on the top, really, really big. So I wonder what they're getting ready to do. Let's read a little bit from this book, Great Migrations of Butterflies, to find out what might be happening right now. So I'm going to turn this page because there are lots of chapters in this book. And we're going to go to chapter 30 that says From Egg to Butterfly, because we're going to talk a little bit about the life cycle of a butterfly. It says From Egg to Butterfly. There are 4 stages in a butterfly's life. The first stage is the egg. A mother butterfly places her eggs on a milkweed leaf. A tiny butterfly egg is the size of a pinhead. This stage lasts 4 days. So a pinhead's really small. It would be very, very hard to see. If you look over here, you see a full-size butterfly. At the top, there's a caption that says, Hard-working mamas. A female carries up to 400 eggs. She flies from leaf to leaf, and on each leaf she places only 1 or 2 eggs. That's a lot of work. I am so glad those eggs are small because it would be very hard to fly around and carry them all. And then it has an interesting fact at the bottom. It says a monarch caterpillar eats its eggshell before it starts eating its milkweed leaf. Very interesting. Let's go to stage 2. Hey, stage 2 is where we are right now. It's the caterpillar stage. Now, caterpillars can all look different depending on what kind of butterfly they are. A tiny caterpillar hatches from the egg. It eats milkweed all day long. In 2 weeks, it grows from less than a quarter inch to 2 inches long. That's the stage we're at right now. And then the third stage is called the chrysalis stage. A caterpillar creates a hard protective coating around itself called a chrysalis. From outside, it appears that nothing is happening, but inside, the caterpillar is transforming into a butterfly. This stage lasts about 10 days. Notice what's happening with this chrysalis. It's kind of hanging up and down, isn't it? And you can see the branch that it's hanging on. I wonder if that has anything to do with our caterpillars. Let me put the right spot. See what they're doing? That might give us a clue to what's happening. Let's read about the fourth stage. This is a big stage, so it gets 2 pages. It says, after 10 to 12 days, the chrysalis becomes clear and cracks open, and the butterfly comes out head first. Its wings are small and crumpled. The monarch pumps liquid through its veins in its wings to enlarge them, and the butterfly's veins stiffen about 1 hour after it comes out of the chrysalis. The monarch is now ready to fly. Wow, that is so neat. So those are the stages of a butterfly life cycle. So I wrote on this piece of paper, I was trying to figure out the best way to show you. And I have some pictures here. I have eggs, chrysalis, butterfly, and caterpillar. And we have to think about, what is the first stage? What do you think the first stage would be? And the first stage we didn't get to see with our eyes. What would that one be? If you guessed eggs, you were right. So I'm going to put this in number 1. That is the first stage of the butterfly life cycle. Now, the second stage is the stage you know about a little bit more, because we have our sample in this stage right now, and it's called the caterpillar stage. So if you were thinking caterpillar for the second life cycle stage, you are correct. Now, the caterpillar, remember what was interesting about that was that a caterpillar eats its shell, and then it starts to eat the leaf that it's sitting on. And it eats and eats and eats and grows and grows and grows until it's ready for its next stage. So what would be the third stage? Would it be chrysalis or butterfly? Well, when I look at that, the butterfly is really should be the last stage, because that's what's going to be in the end. So we're going to put the chrysalis as the next stage. Now that's the stage where you can't really see the caterpillar, because he has made a little house around him, and inside he's transforming into the butterfly, which is the last stage. Now I asked you to look at this chrysalis because you notice how it's hanging like that. Well, when you look at this cup and you see that there are caterpillars at the top, that means that they're getting closer to working on their third stage, which is the chrysalis stage. So I kind of want to wait until all the caterpillars are almost there. I'm going to watch the ones on top, because I want to move them into our butterfly net. And that is where they will go once they're all into the chrysalis stage, or when they're starting it. And you can kind of tell because they'll hang. Sometimes they go up to the top and then they come down, and they go up and down and up and down and up and down. But once they stay up there most of the time, then I know that they're kind of ready. And then I'll take this cap off, and we'll put it into a little tray, and we'll stick it into our butterfly house. And then we'll have to watch them from there. And I have to find a better way to record it, because I won't be able to show it the way I'm doing it right now. But I'll figure something out. So I'm just so excited to share the 4 stages of the butterfly life cycle with you. And today you will have an activity that you're going to go to, where you're going to put the life cycle pictures in order. That means 1, 2, 3, and 4, first, second, third, and fourth. And that will be a way for you to kind of talk about the activity with somebody and kind of get that in your mind about how that all works. So thank you for listening today, And good luck with the activity. And I'm so excited when we come back because I know there's going to be more changes with our caterpillars. Have a happy day.